Hey everybody, what's going on? This your boy from the Shy here. Hopefully things are going well. Anyways, today I wanted to discuss something that is a tremendous help for me, and I'm going to take the time to address something that most of my fellow Chicagoans and everybody in suburban Chicago, all the suburbs know about. And this happens to be the case about Eddie Johnson, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know, Eddie Johnson lied to Lori Elaine Lightfoot. Now, I'm calling her out by her complete name because of, she lied to her constituents, and we'll talk about Lori Elaine Lightfoot on a different video. But right now, the main focus is about Eddie Johnson and this beautiful program that I have on my Sony Vaio and my other laptop. My HP EliteBook that you see over here. I just finished updating that. There it is. I forgot to close that. So there's my HP EliteBook. And over here, the one that you see turned on, that's my Sony Vaio. Now, Eddie Johnson had some drinks. He deceived the public and his constituents that, even though you are superintendent of the police department, you're still considered a public official, man. Now, the N-word is not going to be used, even though some people would use it. But you know what? I'm not that type of person, and I'm not here to promote racism, okay? Now, if you want racism, you are probably going to have to go somewhere else and find it. But I would like to give a shout out to all the folks at NBC5, the folks at ABC7, WGN Channel 9, CBS 2, Fox 32. Now, not Fox News because that's the propaganda channel. So don't confuse Fox News and Fox 32 Chicago's. Don't confuse them, okay? Now, Eddie Johnson had a whole bunch of stuff on his department-issued phone. It's certainly possible that it was an iPhone or an Android phone. Who knows? But the thing here is that the mistress, Cynthia Donald, I'm calling these people out by name because everybody has to, know who these people are. I'm exposing them, okay? Because apparently Lori Lightfoot's not doing much, okay? So I'm going to do it for her. So, Cynthia Donald thinks, and pretty much everybody thinks, that when you delete something, it's deleted. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. It is not deleted. It is shown as space available to reuse. So please remember that. Well, right here, I am using an application called Recuva. I already downloaded it. It's for Windows 7 and 8, 9, and 10. I'm basically recovering a whole bunch of things that I accidentally deleted. I'm actually going to need these things. I would like to make you an offer, Mrs. Johnson, if you want the truth. I'm more than happy to supply you that truth, if you allow me to. If you suspect that Eddie Johnson is cheating on you, I'll be more than happy to provide you with the necessary services. And that happens to be Recuva. I don't know if you're good with computers or not. I'm showing you right now that I am. So, I'm definitely going to offer you my services. I'm sorry for what you're going through. Lori Lightfoot said that he accepted his firing. That's a lie. You know what, Lori Lightfoot? Get ready to be voted out. We're going to talk about you in a different video. But let me explain this. Recuva is a lifesaver. Oh man, I really wish police departments around the country started using Recuva. It's very simple to use. Green means that it's recoverable. Yellow means partially recoverable. And red means that they're not recoverable at all. So files marked with the red, I'll show you once this thing is done. So, when you see red and yellow, which are the colors of the traffic light, please remember those can be charges of obstruction of justice. But unfortunately, it's not a criminal case against Eddie Johnson because he already got termed. Anyways, I'm right now using Recuva. Let me see how this thing is doing. I'm right now operating my Sony Vaio. It's a 17-inch laptop. But again, I would like to give a shout out to all these people, the NBC, Chicago people. You know what? While I'm at it, let's give a shout out to Lawrence O'Donnell, Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid, Mika Brzezinski, Joe Scarborough, Ali Velshi, Ari Melber, Nicole Wallace, Katie Turf. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know. Kristen Welker, Kristen Dahlgren, Stephanie Rule, Kate Snow. Let's see. Hoda Kotb, Savannah Guthrie, Matt Gutman. That's ABC, by the way. Lindsay Janice, Lindsay Davis, Robin Roberts. So let's see how this thing is doing. But you know what, Eddie Johnson, if you're watching this, or any of you associated with Eddie Johnson is watching this, please remember, nothing is actually deleted. This is the proof. This is the proof. You better watch it. If Mrs. Johnson decides to hire me, which I really hope she's this is just wishful thinking. But I really wish she does that. So, while this thing does what it's supposed to do, while it runs its course, let me keep talking. When I heard that Eddie Johnson decided to have drinks with dinner, you know what? As a public official, you can't be doing that. I really wish Mrs. Johnson hired me and allowed me to do what I'm doing with my own memory card, because she probably is asking for the truth. Who knows? Now, to all you deceivers, to all you who are thinking of cheating on your spouses, think twice. Make no mistake of the message I'm sending today. Please make no mistake of it. Now, I really wish I could also dig up some data that probably Ed Burke has stored around somewhere. I'll be more than happy to dig it up, if given the chance. Looks like this thing is, more than halfway done. Nope, it's not even halfway done. Fat chance on that. It's probably going to take some time. But that's pretty much the proof. And to the people who will want to align themselves with Eddie Johnson, please reconsider that. Please reconsider. Because doing so would cost you a lot. And this is not even a joke. Now, here's my question for you, Mr. Johnson. Why did you deceive the public? Why did you decide to have drinks with dinner when you knowingly, being a public official, you knowingly knew that the rules did not allow that? How could you deceive the Chicago people? We're disgusted with you. We appreciate you doing your work about, recovering the handguns and all that stuff. But this, I don't know what to tell you, Eddie Johnson. But this is pretty much proof. If your wife decides to hire me and dig up what you and Cynthia Donald have been deleting on that SIM card, I can only imagine what's going to happen. She's probably going to want a divorce from you. This is the proof right here that you cannot hide. Think of it as ground-penetrating radar. Let's use the analogy of somebody burying a body, okay?
Now, you buried that body. You thought you got away with it. But later, the cops found you. The cops found the body. Now, same with this. This is similar to ground penetrating radar. But for USB drives and computers and all that stuff. I would be more than happy to work for Mrs. Johnson if given the chance. Because not only she wants the truth, her family wants the truth, her kids want the truth, if she has any. You have nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Johnson. Come on, man. Allow me to work for your wife. Let me give her the answers that she's asking. I would like to help her get everything answered for her. I mean, right now she's asking a whole bunch of questions. She probably wants to know if you cheated on her. Because that surveillance video alone, that's signs of infidelity. Just look at this. This is probably almost done. I don't know how many minutes I'm going to spend talking, but this is just the proof that everybody needs. So Eddie Johnson, buckle up. Fasten your seatbelt. You might have to let loose on that money. You might have to let go of the money that your wife is going to be suing you for. I don't know if she decides to divorce you, but if there's signs of infidelity, you're going to have to pay you're going to have to pay the price. I mean, these are going to be serious consequences, man. No one is above the law. I mean, this is not anything criminal, but your actions today definitely are worth investigating. There's going to be part 2 of this, so please stay tuned. I'll be right back.